Last week I went to the feed store for my chickens. It was a typical sunny afternoon and I was in a good mood, thinking about how my chickens would enjoy their fresh feed. The feed store, a quaint little place with a rustic charm, always had a welcoming vibe. As I walked in, the familiar smell of hay and feed greeted me. I exchanged pleasantries with the store owner who was busy stacking bags of feed. I needed just one bag of feed. My chickens had been laying eggs consistently, and I wanted to ensure they had the best nutrition. I walked over to the shelf where the feed bags were neatly arranged. The bags looked the same as always, but something felt different. I picked up a bag and headed to the checkout counter, not expecting any surprises. When the cashier told me the price, I almost dropped my teeth. I couldn't believe my ears. The price had skyrocketed since my last visit. I stood there, stunned, trying to process the information. The cashier, seeing my reaction, gave me a sympathetic smile and explained that feed prices had been rising steadily due to various factors like supply chain issues and increased demand. $40 for one bag. It was hard to wrap my head around it. Just a few months ago, the same bag cost me half that amount. I felt a pang of frustration and helplessness. How was I supposed to manage my budget with such inflated prices? I knew I wasn't the only one facing this issue. Many farmers and pet owners were in the same boat. It's enough to make a farmer weep. The rising costs of feed are putting a strain on everyone. Farmers, who already work tirelessly to make a living, are now burdened with these exorbitant prices. It's a tough situation, and it's affecting the entire agricultural community. Many farmers are finding it difficult to keep their operations running smoothly. Feeding animals these days is expensive. The cost of feed is just one part of the equation. There are other expenses like veterinary care, housing, and maintenance that add up. For small-scale farmers, these costs can be overwhelming. It's a constant struggle to balance the budget and ensure the animals are well taken care of. It's no wonder folks are struggling to make ends meet. The financial pressure is immense, and it's taking a toll on families. Many are having to make tough choices, cutting back on other essentials to afford feed for their animals. It's a heartbreaking situation, and it highlights the need for more sustainable and affordable solutions. But what if I told you there's a better way? What if there was a method to reduce these costs significantly? It might sound too good to be true, but there are alternatives out there. By exploring natural feed sources and sustainable farming practices, we can find ways to cut down on expenses without compromising on the quality of care for our animals. What if you could feed your animals for free? It sounds impossible, right? But it's not. There are numerous ways to supplement your animal's diet with natural, cost-effective alternatives. From foraging for wild plants to growing your own feed crops, the possibilities are endless. These methods not only save money but also promote a healthier and more sustainable lifestyle. The Amish have been doing it for centuries. Their traditional farming practices are a testament to the effectiveness of natural and sustainable methods. By learning from their example, we can adopt similar practices and reduce our dependence on commercial feed. It's a step towards a more self-sufficient and resilient farming system, one that benefits both the farmers and the animals. The Amish are known for their simple living. Their way of life is a testament to self-sufficiency and community spirit. They live without many of the modern conveniences that most of us take for granted, such as electricity, cars, and even the internet. Instead, they rely on traditional methods and a close-knit community to meet their needs. They don't use electricity or cars. Instead, they travel by horse-drawn carriages and light their homes with oil lamps. This might seem like a step back in time, but for the Amish, it's a way to maintain their values and stay connected to the land and each other. Their barns and homes are built with their own hands, often in a communal effort that brings the entire community together. They grow their own food and make their own clothes. Their vegetable gardens are a sight to behold, filled with a variety of crops that provide for their families year-round. The women often gather to sew clothes, quilts, and other necessities, passing down skills from generation to generation. This self-reliance extends to every aspect of their lives, ensuring that they are never dependent on outside sources for their basic needs. They also have a knack for feeding their animals without breaking the bank. Their approach to animal husbandry is both practical and sustainable. By using natural methods and resources, they ensure that their animals are healthy and well-fed without incurring high costs. This is a crucial aspect of their farming practices, as it allows them to maintain a high standard of animal welfare while keeping expenses low. Their secret? They work with nature, not against it. The Amish have a deep understanding of the natural world and use this knowledge to their advantage. They practice crop rotation, composting, and other sustainable farming techniques that enrich the soil and promote biodiversity. This harmonious relationship with nature is evident in the lush greenery and thriving crops that are a hallmark of Amish farms. They use what's already available: foraging, scraps, and homegrown feed. Foraging in the woods for wild plants and herbs, using kitchen scraps to supplement animal feed, and growing their own grains and hay are just a few of the ways they minimize waste and maximize resources. This resourcefulness is a key component of their ability to live sustainably and independently. They even team up with local businesses. By trading goods and services with neighboring farms and businesses, the Amish create a network of mutual support that benefits everyone involved. This collaborative approach not only strengthens their community, but also helps to sustain the local economy. Markets filled with fresh, locally produced goods are a testament to the success of these partnerships. This isn't just good for their wallets, it's good for the animals and the environment. The well-being of their animals is a top priority for the Amish, and their natural feeding methods contribute to healthier, happier livestock. Additionally, their sustainable practices help to preserve the environment, ensuring that their land remains fertile and productive for future generations. Let's take a closer look at how they do it. By examining the daily routines and practices of Amish farmers, we can gain a deeper understanding of their unique approach to agriculture and animal husbandry. From the early morning chores to the evening gatherings, every aspect of their lives is intertwined with their commitment to sustainability and community. Join us as we explore the fascinating world of Amish farming and discover the secrets behind their success. Before we dive into the how-to, let's talk about the animals. Different animals eat different things. Chickens are natural foragers. They love to scratch in the dirt for bugs and seeds. Pigs will eat just about anything. Cows and goats are grazers. They love to munch on grass and weeds. The Amish understand this. They choose animals that thrive on what's naturally available. This is the first step to free animal feed. The Amish call it woods pasture. Basically, they let their animals roam free in the woods. This might sound strange, but it's the most natural way for animals to eat. Chickens can forage for bugs and grubs under fallen leaves. Pigs root around for acorns and roots. The Amish also rotate their pastures. This gives the grass time to regrow and prevents overgrazing. It's like a free buffet for their cows and goats. Section 5, table scraps not just for dogs anymore. Ever wonder what to do with those leftover vegetable peels or stale bread? Don't throw them away. They make a tasty treat for your animals. The Amish use almost all their kitchen scraps to feed their animals. Pigs, especially, are happy to gobble up almost anything. Just be sure to avoid anything moldy or rotten. Section 6, homegrown grub, from our garden to their troughs. The Amish don't just grow food for themselves, they grow food for their animals too. They plant extra corn, squash, and pumpkins. These can be stored over winter and fed to animals when fresh food is scarce. They also grow clover and alfalfa, which are high in nutrients. These are cut and dried to make hay for the winter months. Section 7, teamwork makes the dream work. Local businesses lend a hand. The Amish believe in community. They often work with local businesses to get free or low-cost food for their animals. For example, a local bakery might give them day-old bread. A fruit and vegetable market might donate unsold produce. This is a win-win situation. The businesses get rid of excess food, and the Amish get to feed their animals for free. Section 8, feed the animals, feed your wallet, feed the earth. The Amish way of feeding animals is not only cost-effective but also sustainable. By using what nature provides, they reduce waste and their reliance on expensive commercial feed. This is good for their wallets, good for their animals, and good for the planet. Section 9. Go green, save green, your animals will thank you. In today's world, where sustainability is becoming increasingly important, it's essential to consider how our farming practices impact not only the environment, but also the well-being of our animals. By adopting eco-friendly methods, you can create a harmonious balance that benefits both your livestock and the planet. You don't have to be Amish to learn from their wisdom. Start small. The Amish have long been known for their sustainable and efficient farming techniques. They emphasize simplicity, resourcefulness, and a deep connection to the land. By observing their methods, you can gain valuable insights into how to manage your farm more sustainably. Begin with small steps, such as reducing waste, recycling materials, and using natural fertilizers. These small changes can make a big difference over time. Let your chickens forage in your yard. Chickens are natural foragers, and love to peck at the ground in search of insects, seeds, and other tasty morsels. Allowing them to roam freely in your yard not only provides them with a more varied and nutritious diet, but also helps to reduce your feed costs. Additionally, chickens can help control pests and fertilize your soil with their droppings, creating a healthier and more productive garden. Give your pigs your kitchen scraps. Pigs are excellent recyclers and can consume a wide variety of food waste, including vegetable peels, fruit scraps, and leftover grains. By feeding your pigs kitchen scraps, you can reduce the amount of waste that goes to the landfill and provide your animals with a diverse and nutritious diet. Just be sure to avoid feeding them anything that could be harmful, such as spoiled food or items that are toxic to pigs. Plant a small patch of corn or squash for your animals. Growing your own animal feed can be a rewarding and cost-effective way to ensure that your livestock has access to fresh, nutritious food. Corn and squash are excellent choices, as they are relatively easy to grow and provide a good source of energy for your animals. By dedicating a small portion of your garden to these crops, you can reduce your reliance on commercial feed and promote a more sustainable farming system. Talk to local businesses and see if they have any excess food to spare. Every little bit helps. Many grocery stores, restaurants, and other food-related businesses often have surplus food that they are willing to donate or sell at a reduced price. By establishing relationships with these businesses, you can secure a steady supply of additional feed for your animals. This not only helps to reduce food waste, but also supports your local community and economy. By taking these steps, you can reduce your feed costs, give your animals a more natural diet, and do your part for the environment. It's a win-win-win. Sustainable farming practices not only benefit your wallet, but also contribute to the overall health and well-being of your animals. When animals are fed a natural diet and allowed to engage in their instinctual behaviors, they are generally healthier and happier. Moreover, by reducing your reliance on commercial feed and minimizing waste, you are helping to protect the environment for future generations. So take the initiative and start implementing these eco-friendly practices on your farm today. Your animals will thank you, and so will the planet.